Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio, this is SGTV News 4.
Welcome to Friday Morning Live. Coming up this morning, South Carolina hits record highs in voting numbers. We have the details. Also, a student-run nonprofit is helping with the adoption of puppies. We'll tell you how. And finally, the LA Dodgers win the 2020 World Series. You don't want to miss these headlines.
We're looking at clear skies and cool temperatures for today, and those aren't going anywhere for this Halloween. Stay tuned for a look at your weekend forecast this time on Friday Morning Live.
Good morning, Gamecocks. I'm Summer Rogers.
And I'm Justin Walsh. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Hurricane Zeta made its way to the Midlands this week, making landfall in Louisiana as a Category 2 hurricane. Now a tropical storm, it is the fifth named storm to hit the Gulf Coast this season. The National Weather Office here in Columbia predicted isolated tornadoes, powerful winds, and severe thunderstorms as possibilities yesterday. Dominion Energy reported almost 60,000 power outages in the state, with just under 9,000 of those outages right here in the Midlands. The storm is set to clear Columbia later today as it makes its way through North Carolina and on to Virginia.
It has been recently revealed that Governor Henry McMaster was one of the few targets of a group accused of plotting to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer this past month. Threats against McMaster were found in a series of Facebook messages tied to Barry Croft, one of the many involved in the Whitmer kidnap plot. In messages referring to McMaster, Kraft told another user that he may be first. In response, the user responded SC. Kraft follows up by saying, "Yep, I'm going, with sword." The next day he wrote, "I'll die in defense of the Constitution. I'll be in Columbia, South Carolina on Friday. They say they want their governor in custody." The head of South Carolina's law enforcement division said his office was left in the dark about threats made against the governor. According to SLED Chief Mark Keel, the FBI did not inform the office about the threats. The suspects are now in custody and awaiting state and federal charges.
As predicted, South Carolina has had over 1 million votes cast for the November election, doubling the previous record for absentee voting. The millionth vote was counted Wednesday, all by absentee ballot so far. The current record turnout for voting in South Carolina is 2.1 million in the 2016 election. That same year, the total voter turnout for Americans eligible to vote was 55%. Early votes in battleground states including Texas, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Nevada, and North Carolina already account for more than 60% of the total ballots cast 4 years ago. With just 4 days remaining until the 2020 election, over 75 million Americans have already decided to use their vote as their voice.
Give a Dog a Bone is a USC student-run nonprofit that has started volunteering at Final Victory Animal Rescue Shelter. To take a break from the rough news this past few weeks, News 4 reporter Finn Carlin traveled to the shelter to learn more.
At a local animal shelter in Columbia, a student organization at USC has taken the charge in volunteer work.
All right, well, Finn, welcome to Final Victory Animal Rescue.
Thank you so
my name's
much.
Max Chapman, and let's get on into it.
All right. Mac Chapman has always had a love for animals, which has inspired him to start a club in college to care for them, called Give a Dog a Bone.
I saw that there was a need for animal shelter work group, and I knew that I loved working with animals before college, and I knew I loved volunteering before college. So I started networking with a couple of animal shelters, got some information, got a group of students to help me start up the group. From there, we were able to connect and get the group started.
One shelter in particular, the Final Victory Animal Rescue on Sumter Street, has become a primary source of work for Give a Dog a Bone.
Yeah, Final Victory needed the help the most. That was our assessment. Final Victory really, I think that they wanted the help from us, and we wanted to provide it for them.
Final Victory Animal Rescue has gladly accepted Give a Dog a Bone, saying that they are happy to provide a space for them to work.
We are really happy to provide a place for them to come and have some fun with some dogs and do some projects, and it's been just such a great group.
Club members and volunteers have expressed how working through the Final Victory Animal Shelter has helped them serve their community and give love to animals who haven't seen it.
I feel great about myself being here because I'm happy being here volunteering, but at the same time I feel like I'm giving back to the shelter and the community.
And it just breaks my heart to know that there's so many animals out there that aren't being properly loved and cared for, and just I felt like I needed to do something about it, and it makes me happy to be able to provide them with that for even a little bit.
Some students have even started to foster animals through the shelter.
That is just the lifeblood of any rescue or shelter type situation, is having fosters that are willing to take these dogs home.
Give a Dog a Bone, a club that started with a simple idea, is now a growing student organization. Why Max says that positive change only takes one person.
So yeah, it really does only take one person, and that one person can be just a volunteer at the shelter. It doesn't have to be the person who makes the entire club. It's one person's actions are able to affect everything.
Even though Mac is a senior at USC, he feels confident in the future of Give a Dog a Bone when he's gone.
It's really awesome to see that this has been built up and that it's going to continue after I'm gone. I don't know of many other organizations on campus that allow people to connect with animals in the way that we do.
When times get rough, the Columbia community can count on Give a Dog a Bone to prepare these rescued animals for healthy and happy homes. For SGTV News 4, I'm Finn Carlin.
Thanks, Finn. Summer, I got to go myself to the shelter to shoot this, and as soon as I walked in, my heart just melted at the sight of these dogs.
Oh my goodness.
So cute.
I mean, they're precious. Those puppy kisses on camera, that's golden. Those
Honestly.
moments.
And the fact that these students are doing this in their free time just says so much. They really deserve, that shelter really does deserve the best, honestly.
Absolutely. So glad Finn got to go and cover that.
Absolutely. Coming up after the break, we will be joined by Jack Hickey for All Things Entertainment, so don't go anywhere.
Follow up a painted trail.
Every week, a new performance. That will blow your mind.
You're watching the Greenhouse Concert Series on SGTV News 4.
Welcome back to Friday Morning Live. We're here with Jack for some entertainment news.
Thanks, Summer. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, will not air on ABC this Halloween. The special premiered 54 years ago on CBS before moving to ABC for the last 19 years. Now, the special is moving to Apple TV Plus, where subscribers can view it for the next 2 days. The deal which brought the special to Apple TV included the rest of the Peanuts holiday specials, including a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving and a Charlie Brown Christmas. Now, Summer, I grew up on these cartoons, and the fact that people today aren't going to be able to watch them as easily is just a heartbreaker for me.
It really is, but you are all decked out, so I feel
Yes.
like, if you just dress up and get maybe some of those cookies with the pumpkins on them and just go trick-or-treating, it'll make up for it.
Exactly.
It'll be fine.
We'll bring our own spirit this year.
Exactly.
The Corona-ridden award season continued this week with the BET Hip Hop Awards. Several of my favorite artists took home awards, including Travis Scott, who won Best Live Performer, while Lil Baby's The Bigger Picture took home the award for Impact Track. But somehow, Megan Thee Stallion managed to outshine all of her fellow stars, taking home the Hip Hop Artist of the Year award, Hustler of the Year award, and shared the Best Collaboration award with Beyonce for the Savage remix. It really is Megan's world, and we're all just living in it.
I've got to say, I think Cardi's going to be a little jealous of that one. The fact that she won this award with Beyonce, I'm ready to hear what Cardi has to say about it. I'm sure she's going to come at us all.
I do too.
Well, Jack, thank you for that. After the break, we'll have Kendall Smith back to update us on all things sports. And later, we'll take a look at this week's weather. Stick with us. What's up, Gamecocks? I'm Kendall Smith here with what's going on in the world of sports. Even though Gamecock football has a bye this week, the college football action isn't stopping. This weekend, the #1 ranked Clemson Tigers will face Boston College at noon on ABC, and their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, was diagnosed with COVID-19 yesterday. He will not be playing. As for the Big Ten, Michigan State will face the #13 ranked Michigan Wolverines, and the #3 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes will face the #18 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Don't fear about the Gamecocks, though. They are scheduled to be back next weekend, taking on the #8 ranked Texas A&M Aggies at Williams-Brice Stadium. The game was scheduled for a nighttime kickoff, but kickoff time is now currently listed as to be determined. The LA Dodgers are the 2020 World Series champions. LA clinched their victory on Tuesday over the Tampa Bay Rays with a 3-1 Game 6 victory. Shortstop Corey Seager was named the World Series MVP. Now, my colleague Cade Crenshaw mentioned a few facts about what life was like in 1988 when the Dodgers last won the World Series, so here's a few more. In 1988, the LA Lakers won the NBA championship, much like this year, and Super Bowl ads cost $675,000 compared to today's $5.25 million average. I guess all I can say is it was nice to be an LA fan in 1988, and it sure must be nice to be an LA fan in 2020 as well. After the break, we will be joined by Bryce Glenn with our weekend weather, who, might I say, has a great costume, so stay tuned.
All flags, including the one at the South Carolina State House, will be flown at half-staff until...
The alumni help inform South Carolina legislators about the many ways that USC benefits
Baseball has started off their 2020 campaign 4-0 after sweeping Holy Cross,
South Carolina at the Carolina State Fair. It is the national and international...
13 cases of infected people in the U.S., but experts here at USC say there is no reason...
Tonight is doing their comedy sketches. That's another branch of SGTV. It's a big deal. It's going to be
60 again, but those showers are showing up. Tuesday it'll be 68.
Super Bowl in 50 years. They took down the San Francisco 49ers 31.
First Filipinos in California in October of 1587.
Welcome back to Friday Morning Live. You know, normally I would say we're joined by our chief meteorologist, Bryce Glenn, but it looks like we got Steve Irwin to give us this week's weather. So how you doing today?
Good day, Justin. I'm doing very well indeed.
That's all I was waiting for. All right, so today it's been a little cooler. I know it's probably not as hot as in Australia at this time of year, but please tell me what we can look forward to this week.
Okay, so going into the weekend, we do have a lot cooler temperatures. A big cold front just moved through over last night, and we will not be expecting any rain, so it's going to be an absolutely perfect Halloween. Clear and cool today, like we were saying earlier, Justin. We're gonna have a chilly Halloween temperatures, and those will stay out throughout the entire weekend and into next week. Cloudy Sunday, and then low temperatures through the week. Crikey, would you look at these temperatures? For our average, we're at 66 today, I should say. We're going to start out at 70. We're going to drop down to 65 tomorrow, even cooler. Going to be 67 on Sunday, even further down there at 59 on Monday. Tuesday, we're going to be at 65. We're going to be back on the rise. Wednesday at 70 degrees. For our highs in the state today, however, it's going to be 63 up there in the upstate or Greenville, 66 in Rock Hill, 66 in Greenwood as well. Down here in Columbia, we're going to have a high of around 72, if that. Florence, we're going to be at 70, 72 in Sumter and Orangeburg. Aiken, we're going to be at 70. Along the coast, a little bit warmer, 72 in Myrtle Beach, 73 in Charleston, same in Hilton Head. Right now in Columbia, it is 61 degrees. It feels like 61. We have a northwest wind of 10 miles per hour. Our humidity's at 65%. It's fairly dry out there, fairly breezy, so maybe wear a coat if you're going out tonight. It's going to be breezy and cool throughout the day. Our local time is 10:17 a.m. and our rain chance is low. As for the rest of the week, we're going to start out today at 70 degrees, breezy and clear. Saturday, we're going to be at 65, clear and cool. Same idea. Monday, 67, mostly sunny. Monday, we're going to be we're going to have some clear skies at 59. Tuesday, 65 with some clouds in the sky, and then mostly sunny, 70 degrees on Wednesday. Back to you guys.
Wow, I'm so honored to be in the presence of a celebrity like that today.
I have no words. That was hard.
I mean, that's impressive. Just the talent we have today in the studio.
I know, like Harry Potter showed up today.
I know it. I know. I got my orange on.
Jack Skellington was here. Like, what a great show.
It's amazing, y'all. Look, get ready for Halloween. It's going to be incredible. Well, that's all we've got for you this week, Gamecocks. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Friday Morning Live.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at SGTV News 4 to keep up to date on all things USC. For SGTV News 4, I'm Justin Walsh.
And I'm Summer Rogers. Have a great weekend, Carolina.
Have a happy Halloween, forever to thee.